How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Today I wanted to share with you some custom head sculpts that were made for me by two very talented artists in the service of creating and painting custom head sculpts for people. All of these 3D printed head sculpts were painted by these two artists. The two Superman figures, along with the Connor Kent, were painted by Mudman Customs, while the two Batmans, the two Jokers, and the Hal Jordan were painted by Customs by Martin. Starting off with the two Superman figures, I want to point out that yes, although the skin tone is quite pale, almost, living dead-like, that would be because that is the skin tone of the figure. Mudman was able to match to the skin tone of the neck and hands perfectly, as you can see. And the quality of his paintwork is fantastic. The first head sculpt we're looking at is a Jim Lee Superman head sculpt. And I really like this one. It's a stern face sculpt, but it's a classic Superman head sculpt as well. I'll definitely be ordering another one of these to go with the more pinky flesh tone versions of Superman on this body buck that will be coming out in the near future. And then next we have the Alex Ross head sculpt. I opted for the all black hair rather than the black with the gray sideburns, just because we don't yet have a Kingdom Come body, so I rather would just go with how he looked in Justice rather than in Kingdom Come. And thirdly, and probably my most favorite head sculpt from Mr. Mudman, is his Connor Kent, his Con-El Superboy head sculpt. This is, as you can see side by side, light years better than the one that came on the body. And also, as you can see, he's done a fantastic job in painting this head sculpt to look incredibly comic accurate, but also really lifelike. All three of these head sculpts look fantastic on the figures that they are intended for, and are all reasonably priced. As a matter of fact, all of Mudman's work is quite reasonably priced, considering the fantastic hand-painted product you're getting. Now we move on to Customs by Martin, another fantastic artist in his own right, starting with the two Batman head sculpts. This one here is a Jim Lee head sculpt. It's intended to invoke the likeness of Jim Lee's artwork. I'm not sure if I can quite see Jim Lee's work there, but whether I can or can't, the one fact remains is this is a beautifully painted custom Batman head sculpt. And here we have the second Batman head sculpt. This bad boy is fantastic. I kind of waffle between sticking this head sculpt on the solid bat or with the oval, and I rested on the oval because I just feel like it fit the color scheme better, but it's absolutely beautiful. Hal Jordan, of course, needed a new head sculpt because the one that came on the body, just as far as I was concerned, never quite cut it. If you watched my old review, I was a little bit critical of it, and I never really felt like it really invoked the appearance, the feeling you get when you're looking at Hal Jordan's face, whereas this one looks absolutely perfect. And then finally, we have the two Joker figures with the exact same custom head sculpt. As you can see, Martin has done a fantastic job of not only painting in all the nooks and crannies, but also adding shading to the right places and the right highlights to the green hair. This, in my opinion, is the be-all that end-all of all Joker head sculpts. This is probably the best one I've seen ever, so I had to order two. And I don't think I'll ever need to buy another custom Joker head sculpt as long as I live because, well, these are it. They're beautiful. Anyway, I just wanted to share these with you because sometimes a good head sculpt really makes the figure. You can have an action figure with a great body and a great design, and if the head sculpt just looks off, or perhaps it's just painted wrong, well, these head sculpts, painted by Mudman and Customs by Martin, can absolutely breathe new life into your action figure collection. Anywho, I have linked their appropriate socials and other links below. If you're interested in any of these, and really, they have a lot to offer, both of them, and they both do fantastic work. Feel free to click on the links below, and I guess thanks for watching. So, I'll see you next time. Have a DC day, everybody, and take care.